everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Kool Kids Klan Revolt. We're coming at you live here tonight from the funny city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Mobzilla's profile picture matches this exactly perfectly this is the last Revolt show before WrestleMania, which will be taking place next week, and that's going to be a huge card, let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, we're going to kick off our turn of events here with our semi-final matchup that will be taking place. Evil Gang's Roy and Even X Flow set to take on Cars 3 CEO and Coon. The winner heads to WrestleMania on night 1 this Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday in that final of the World Tag League. Let's see who's gonna punch their ticket to Mania between Evil Gang and Cars 3. Friendly reminder that CEO still owes the bajillion dollars that he still owes to John Economy from last year because he quit. But of course, here comes the internet champion.
Introducing first, accompanied by PM Lovecraft, and from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds.
Long ass introduction, Jesus.
Roy.
And of course, Roy also he already punched his ticket to WrestleMania. He's got the challenger and Cole Quinn awaiting him for next week at WrestleMania. But tonight, he's looking to compete at that show twice, though. As if he manages to defeat Cars 3 tonight, Evil Gang head to the finals.
If everything goes right for him,
if keyword if everything goes right for them. But this is Roy and Even X Flow we're talking about.
There is a chance that he wins his internet championship match, and then he wins the finals match, and then he wins against.
That is so true. But of course, this man is the one that he will have to win alongside with.
I think he's sweet. He is the lamb,
And of course, Even X Flow tonight. He's also got a match that he's preparing for at WrestleMania, as he is set to be in the 6-man ladder match for the Hardcore Championship between the champion Paragon J. Pierce. You got Chad Thundercock, you got Adam Needs a Username, you got Colt the Bolt, and you got Dutch Crusader. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. I'm honestly excited for that one. But tonight, Even X Flow, he also wants to compete twice at that show. But if there's anything that these men have to say about it, and it's that they better bring a fight.
I want Cars 3 to win for one.
It's Cars 3 versus Evil Gang. I never thought I'd see the day.
Evil Roy win. When does Evil Roy show up to beat up Roy?
Will the Subway Surfers gameplay in the back?
Oh my god.
Just for the trot, I want them to win.
Oh my god.
Just from the trot. And CEO and Coon tonight, they've been having a bit of a rough patch, so to speak, throughout their time here as a tag team ever since they lost the titles back a couple of months ago to Arkham. And tonight, they win here. They head to WrestleMania. They could be heading into WrestleMania, though, 2 years in a row. Last year, they had the feud with the Blade brand. And tonight, we get past the Evil Gang. The bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately you see Roy going for a blue smoothie bomb though onto CEO. Can you imagine if he wins here already?
Oh, here he is.
Damn.
No, it's
already immediately it just seems
my goodness.
True. Even X Flow is just trying to do everything that he can to make sure Evil Gang just conquers WrestleMania. They would love nothing more than for. I feel like in an alternate timeline, Roy retains the internet title, Even X Flow wins the hardcore belt. Roy and Even X Flow win the tag team titles, and then the Apple wins the world title. That's just actual Evil Gang supremacy at that point. One can dream, though.
Bloodline will not be in Revolt.
Basically evil, if you think about it.
We're just so evil.
Is Evil Roy in Good Gang?
No, he's just Evil Gang. He's Eviler Gang.
No, Evil Roy. Do you not know who Evil Roy is?
There's a higher level of Evil Roy. There's a higher level of Evil Gang. That's just, it's untreaded water though.
Like
course, Roy.
he has to bring it out for like the big matches.
Yeah, uneven X flow.
Evil Roy.
Yeah, pretty much. Just it's like the Canada cap. It's like the demon Balor, but it's just Evil Roy. Yeah. Right now, though, makes the tag to even X1. And right now, it just seems like Evil Gang are just completely unfazed by Cars 3 here tonight. Not intimidated by them whatsoever. They do not care that they are former 3-time tag team champions, because Evil Gang is looking to go all the way in this tournament to compete in the final next week. And CEO, though, gets the knee to the face. Then, of course, still to come later tonight, we have, of course, Steve Swift competing in one-on-one action when he's set to take on Hector Flores. And then, of course, we got Cole Quinn, who is, you know, going to make an appearance after he won his matchup with John Economy last week, which basically guarantees that he has that matchup with Roy at WrestleMania. And then we have the other semi-final matchup between Hookhausen and Arkham. Of course, winner out of these two teams end up facing the winners out of those at WrestleMania on night 1 on Friday. And then we got the men's battle royale, though. Meanwhile, makes the tag to Roy. And okay.
Wow.
What a move.
What a move. Roy's gonna mess up for the team, isn't he? Whereas, like I was saying, we have our WrestleMania men's battle royale still taking place tonight. As 8 competitors. Winner will challenge the internet champion at a later date. And then, of course, our main event will be a kind of a preview of our main event for WrestleMania Night 2, which will be the Apple set to go one-on-one with Jive Owens. Of course, Mobzilla not involved because it is a triple threat. So I guess in this sense, Mobzilla is kind of just scouting his opposition. Kind of doing his homework on what they're going to do to one another.
Doing
right now,
the homework.
you see Roy.
They are going to kill him.
Yeah, actually, you got Jive Owens and the Apple, like literally 2 of the most strongest characters in this thing. Mob doesn't stand a chance. If Mob somehow wins it, though, I'll call his bluff, I guess. Right now, though, you got Coon going right after Roy, though. And maybe Roy's a bit too focused right now on the matchup for Cole Quinn. Here we go. Roll up for the cover. Is this it? Evil Gang almost punched their ticket to Mania, but it's a kick out. Only downside is that they would be in California, which is horrible, terrible. Meanwhile, Roy setting up for another smoothie bomb, though, onto Coon. And I don't think he's going to be in this matchup very much longer. As Roy
have to cancel because it's in California.
Setting him up now. Can he get the smoothie punch to head to the final? And he just knocked his daylights. What? Why didn't he go for a pin?
I don't know.
Stupid Roy went for a headlock instead of finishing the match. He's just so evil that he's just going to torture him even more.
Oh, more like stupid game. Oh my goodness.
You take those words back, Mob.
I'm sorry.
Here we go, though. Roy going for the roll-up once again. Cover. Is this it? Can he get a victory here on Coon tonight to head to the final? And a kick out, though, by...
Maybe if he was like 20 seconds ago, pinning him.
A former hardcore champion, former 3-time World Tag Team Champion, true. And, of course, Roy also has his own accolades as he is a current Internet Champion and the former World Champion. Of course, we know that Roy is not going to be the longest-reigning World Champion next week as Mob's going to break the record, sadly.
Yippee.
Here we go, going right into the corner, though, and gets him into a drop kick. And this could be the opportunity. Wait a second. He's hitting the blue smoothie bomb onto Roy. What the fuck?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. He can't do that. Can he?
He's not hitting it. Oh, he's going for the punch?
Wait, did CEO even do anything this match? Oh, wait. He's stealing his finisher. He's going for the smoothie kick. Oh, my God. He just hit the smoothie kick on Roy. Can you imagine the humiliation if he defeats Roy here with his own finisher? Cars 3 heads to the finals of the tournament. Oh my God. CEO legit just showed up here to do nothing. Like every single Cars 3 match. Evil Gang is fuming. They are raging right now. Their plot to basically destroy WrestleMania. Well, that's all up in the air now. Because it seems like their plan completely backfired. Oh my God.
No more Evil Gang bloodline.
I mean, are they really complaining though? Even Expo and Roy have their own WrestleMania matches already, so. But they would have loved to, you know, win the World Tag League. But of course, they could not compete against the power of Cars 3, as you saw Kuhn there, we rarely see him hitting other people's finishers, but he humiliated Roy here tonight by using his own and then won the matchup in the process, which means that Cars 3 are heading to WrestleMania next week on the first night, and if they win the tournament final, then they end up competing for the tag team titles the night after. Cars 3 big victory, but now only 3 teams really remain in this thing. Winners out of Hookhausen and Arkham will be the results of our finals matchup. Congratulations, though, to CEO and Kuhn, who are heading to WrestleMania for the final. Here we go. Coming up next, we've got a Hispanic luchador, and we got a rejectful DFL football player in Steve Swift. Of course, we know that the rivalry between the whole Gucci wallet and then Mago Libre thing is far from over, as Hector Flores is set to go one-on-one against a vengeful and a spiteful Steve Swift, who's looking to just absolutely tackle him here in this matchup.
Oh, it's not made in 2000.
Okay, Mobzilla's talking about what the fuck was it called? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse right now. I do agree that Mobzilla's a Mickey Mouse champion. But if there's a man that would love to win some title gold in his future, it's this man.
Weighing in at 202 pounds.
Never mind, the show is like 2 years older than me. I take my words back.
See, what did I say?
I was that old.
Where's Hector Flores tonight? I mean, he's still pretty disappointed that he lost in the quarterfinal matchup of the World Tag League when he and El Mago got eliminated by Hookhausen, and we saw Gucci and Wallet on the ramp after the matchup. But in this case, it seemed like Steve Swift was the one who wants to get his hands on Hector Flores, as he knows that Gucci and Wallet really just take L's every time they go up against them.
Yeah.
And Steve Swift, of course, he is looking to just beat up Hector Flores. And here comes the star quarterback of the Lexington Minutemen, Steve Swift. I sure hope the Minutemen didn't fall off.
I get the bad news.
Massachusetts. Weighing in at 256 pounds. Steve Swift.
And Steve Swift, though, I mean, remember last year he made his debut at WrestleMania when he fought Bifeweeder, and I mean, it's crazy to think that, I mean, it's only been a year, but Steve Swift is definitely, back in the day, he didn't really have that many allegiances with other people. He was kind of just his own man. Kind of didn't really trust other people in the sense of trying to team up with them, but he's found himself a good allegiance with Gucci and Wallet. He fits right well in with them. And he is looking to just basically, I guess, just fight their battles, I guess? Or in this instance, he's going to make sure to destroy Hector Flores. The bell rings, the match is underway. Immediate collar and elbow tie up between these two. You got two different wrestlers with completely different backgrounds. One of them comes from literally a football background. The other one literally just tried to make his name as a luchador in Mexico. Of course, both of them having the opportunity here on Revolt. Wait a second. It seems like El Mago has something to say about this. Oh my goodness gracious. What is Hector Flores just standing? And Steve Swift's already pissed off enough for what it's worth. Jesus Christ. Wait a second, that's not El Mago! Oh shit! It's not El Mago! It's fucking Nacho, he's back!
Nacho!
Oh shit! I thought he was gone! I thought he was a goner!
I don't care, let Nacho!
Nacho returning to Revolt here to just basically get his hands on Steve Swift here in this match.
Nacho, and he's still gonna lose.
I cannot believe what I am witnessing, though. Just Nacho return. Honestly, I've been kind of confused with it, because what do you think Nacho feels? I was like gonna say, how do you think Nacho feels about, you know, him basically just being excluded from El Mago and Hector Flores? Considering that Nacho was the one that was teaming up with his dad, but it seems like Nacho is not, you know, he's not angry about it. In fact, he helped out his son. But now it doesn't seem like he helped him enough, because Steve Swift's on the offense. Strong Irish whip into the corner, though. Tries to break Hector Flores' back here. Gonna grab the leg and just press it onto the mat. inflicting as much damage as he can. Goes for the cover and a kick out though by Flores. Steve Swift though, vengeful hate in his eyes, as Flores with another drop kick into the back of Steve Swift into a forearm, and just multiple kick combinations though. Great reversal by Steve Swift. Steve Swift in this instance, he's not relying on the flips and the dives. He's relying all on just his pure power and strength in this matchup. Going for the cover. Is this it? Kick out though by Hector.
Flippy floppers and flippy flippers.
I cannot believe this. We got a luchador and a football player. We definitely got a lot of diversity on Revolt. Going for the cover. Is this it? Hector Flores to take an L though, and a kick out though by Flores. Steve Swift completely cannot believe what the hell is happening right now. He thought that El Mago was going to show up here. I thought El Mago was going to show up. But apparently that wasn't the case. And it was Nacho instead that returned here tonight. Maybe El Mago just couldn't show up to the building or something, but a nice takedown there by Steve Swift.
Didn't want to go to Albuquerque.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't know anybody that would willingly want to go to New Mexico. And you see Steve Swift. He's just pissed off that he had to literally drive all the way over here to Albuquerque, and now he's taking out all of that anger onto Hector Flores, and he goes for that jawbreaker though. Maybe not Hector, but maybe Steve Swift should have worn a helmet for this one. Irish whips him into the corner, tries to go at him at full speed though, but Swift manages to escape into a shoulder tackle. Once again, trying to get him back up, but Flores once again just too quick and too agile. Going for the cover though. Is this it? Can he get a win? And a kick out though by Swift. Up to his feet again. Another back elbow. And my goodness, now Steve Swift just going absolute ham on Flores here. And I believe this might be the beginning of the end though, as Steve Swift looking to put him away with a spear. And he got him good with that one. Steve Swift does not care that Nacho interfered earlier tonight. But oh, wait a second, a kick out though by Flores. Steve Swift thought he had this thing put away though. I mean, I thought he put this thing away.
Yeah.
Apparently that was not the case. Hector Flores is still fighting. He's still got something in him. He's got that dog in him right now. Trying to let the world know that he doesn't need his father. That he can make himself a big star just from his presence alone. Oh my God. Takes down Steve Swift. And now Flores heading to the top rope. Can he put him away for good? Steve Swift staring up at the ceiling lights as he got the frog splash. Cover. Is this it? And another kick out though by Steve Swift. Flores thought that was it. Thought he put him away there for good, but apparently, oh wait a second, go for a springboard move though, and this time he landed it perfectly. Okay, I think that one he was just trying to show off.
Yeah.
But either way though, of course, running at him full speed. Wait a second. He's going up to the top rope once again. Maybe he's got his comeback sequence. Flores going at him right now. Okay. See the quickness in this man. Just not letting Steve Swift catch a break. And now he starts bleeding in the process.
I just hit him right here.
Yeah. But he's not done with them though, as Hector Flores drops him onto his back. Maintains that control as he continues to continues to keep the pressure on him. Goes for a suplex though onto Swift. Could this be it? Could this be the end of the matchup? Can the power of Nacho earlier on the matchup help him here tonight? And he did. Flores gets the win. Good one at that though.
He did technically cheat, but he did good too.
Well, I mean, he didn't tell him to show up here. It was Nacho's unwilling. But I think that just pissed off Steve Swift. I said Steven Swift. Steve Swift even more. But oh my goodness. It just seems, of course, that this whole situation has pissed off Steve Swift, but it's also caught the attention of Nacho. But at the end of the day, Hector Flores, we saw he hit the frog splash earlier in the matchup. That one, though, wasn't it to finish it. But the end sequence after was. Hector Flores picking up a huge victory here tonight on our go-home show before WrestleMania next week. Flores has got to be feeling on top of the world right now as he gets a win here against Steve Swift. Here we go. Coming up next, it seems like Kool Quinn has a lot of things that he wants to say. Of course, honestly, not a lot of people really thought that Kool Quinn was going to defeat John Economy last week, but he ended up doing just that, and now Kool Quinn has the Internet Championship matchup confirmed for WrestleMania next week when he takes on Roy. Let's see what Kool Quinn's got to say. Kool Quinn, though, I mean, honestly, he's got to be feeling on top of the world here. He would love nothing more, though, than for his good buddies Hook and Danhausen to win the semifinal. You have all been asking me on social media and on, I guess, Revolt.com when I'm going to come out and address what's been going on. I can't turn on my phone without the same member of the Revolt universe asking me a question. Well, you wanted me, and now you got me. He has been on the internet a lot. Someone in the back's been talking a lot of smack about how we stand up. There's no way in hell that a day player like that could ever beat me. He doesn't have a tenth of the talent I have, or the brains. But if he wants to try and take me on, he knows where to find me. Who is he referring to? I usually prefer more of a challenge. Beating up a punk like Roy 1299 isn't much to get excited over, but I can't let him keep talking this crap all the time. If he wants a fight, then it looks to me like he's got one. So Roy, get your ass out here right now and come face me. And Kool Quinn letting him know that you may be underestimating me for this matchup, but I'm heading into WrestleMania with full-fledged confidence. And I think that makes Kool Quinn a dangerous man in this instance. Because if Roy heads into that match, basically just not really preparing for Kool Quinn, he could shock the world and defeat him. Of course, Roy suffering a loss earlier at the hands of Kuhn in that semi-final matchup of the World Tag League a couple of minutes ago. But now he's back to, I guess, another matchup that he has pretty much gotten himself into at WrestleMania in Kool Quinn. And if I were Roy, though, I'd be looking at Kool Quinn and just be like, this is my match. This is the guy I'm going to fight. Wow, harsh crowd. If I knew I was going to get a response like this, I might have just stayed in the back. Then again, why would I allow a bunch of immature, uneducated nobodies tell me what to do? After all, I'm the superstar. You're the fans. So know your place and keep your mouth shut. As for the idiot in the ring, I got a bone to pick with you. And I'm aiming to do so. I think that's what that last part said. Kool Quinn's going to let him talk to him like that. Look, I get it. I got nothing for respect for you, and I appreciate what you're trying to do here. But what I don't appreciate is being interrupted, and I don't appreciate being disrespected. You had better have a good reason for being out here right now. You called him out. What do you mean he has a better have a good reason? You know, I came out here to say something important, but as soon as I stepped in the ring and got a good look at you, I remember what city I was in and said to myself, forget it, you people aren't worthy of my knowledge or greatness. True. You guys base your entire personality off of the funny man that makes meth. Like, quite literally. Anything important you had to say, they probably already learned in the second grade. You're as dumb as a doorknob and smart as a bag of bricks. You know what? I bet you don't even know which is heavier. A pound of doorknobs or a pound of bricks. Damn. Freaking calling out Roy for being an idiot. Idiot 1299. I just wanted to come out here tonight and say to your face that there's nothing you can ever do to me. You'll never be able to beat me because I got something in my pocket that you'll never have. Friends in high places. The authority, oh my god, the authority gives me a certain degree of safety to do whatever I want. I know the owner of this place, you don't. I'm sure this all looked and sounded really scary when you were practicing in front of the mirror, but I gotta say, there was something lost in the delivery because I'm not feeling a damn thing. Bruh. I think you and the Revolt universe need a serious reality check. First, this dump of a city of Albuquerque, New Mexico needs the complete overhaul. I mean, really, how do you people live like this? And it makes sense that you would be out here pandering to these pawns. You're no better than them after all. Just another talentless hack. Damn.
Oh my god.
Just another indie darling.
Oh.
Nick, you can talk all you want. I got all night and nowhere to go. But the more you talk, the more you prove me right. You're a loudmouth windbag whose only talent is heating up this arena with all of that hot air. Damn. Cole Quinn took the offense personally and let him know that the only reason Roy's even here in the first place is because he's just a waste of space. Taking up opportunities from other people. That's it. I didn't come out here to be insulted. Not by the Revolt universe and not by you. I don't need some 2-bit punk like you telling me what to do in the ring. I've had it with listening to all of your nonsense. I'm out of here. I mean, he did say he was out of here. And Roy just doesn't want to let his talking do the work. He's just gonna beat him up. He's just gonna beat him up at WrestleMania next week instead. And I mean, I don't blame him. Why waste all of the energy to just try to argue with Cole Quinn, to argue with the internet troll, so you could just back up what you're gonna do in the ring? So of course, Roy letting Cole Quinn know here tonight, I'm not intimidated by you. In fact, I don't think you even deserve to be in this position. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, what the hell is happening? Oh, wait a sec. What?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, it was Dan the whole time?
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. I think Rufus figured it out and now he's pissed off. Rufus is
go,
beating
Rufus.
the shit out of Dan now. Let's go.
Let's go, Rufus.
Dan, let's go, Rufus.
Let's go, Rufus.
Oh my god. I think Rufus just got fed up at this point. Literally, Dan gaslit him into thinking that somebody else beat him up, but I think Rufus, honestly, he thought Rufus was too stupid to not realize what was happening, but Rufus is definitely smart enough to understand what was going on, though, and now Rufus is fed up.
Rufus recognized the smell.
True, Rufus knew his worth, and now he's just beating the shit out of Dan right now, beating up a child predator. I love this right now. Just pure chaos, pure anarchy between these two. Rufus is just absolutely kicking the shit out of Dan right now. Knowing that Speed's not in the building, he's just gonna take it out on Dan. Oh my god. I mean, you think maybe... Yeah, Rufus getting... I mean, we heard about the past couple of weeks that Rufus got assaulted backstage, but honestly, isn't it kind of crazy that we never heard anything from Dan about it? You'd think if Dan would have cared about Rufus, he would have been like, alright, which one of you MFs was it? But no. He had a suspicion that it was Dan the whole time, and I believe his suspicion was correct. As Rufus is just continuing to stay on the onslaught here on Dan. Oh, but Dan is also fed up, though. Letting him know that you literally were nothing to me. Oh my god, and he just threw him over there into the locker room.
And try not to portray literally anyone he's with.
True, this is like the second instance where somebody has just tried to leave Dan. First it was with you, and then now he's just lost Rufus's trust, though. And now Dan continuing to beat up Rufus. Letting him know that without me, you were nothing. You would have just been a meth addict. You would have not gotten your life together if it wasn't for me.
Literally everything better. He's a world champion like twice.
Yeah, exactly. And then
US champion.
Him being aligned with Dan just really like lowered his career.
I mean, yeah, he won the tag titles, but he only held them for like a couple of weeks. Oh my
god, that would assist Abigail onto Dan. Rufus,
yeah, let's go,
having the last laugh here and just kicking the shit out of Dan here. Oh my god.
I'd rather see him in a wife beater the next time he's out.
Here we go, but coming up next, we're gonna see who's gonna challenge Cars 3 at WrestleMania in the final. Will it be Hookhausen? Will it be Arkham? Honestly, one of these teams, I'm very surprised that they even made it this far into the tournament. But it all comes down to this matchup. Who will be heading to WrestleMania on night 1? Let's find out. And here we go. Let's see who's gonna meet Cars 3 next week at WrestleMania in the final. It could be this team, though, in Mosen in Arizona. And it's crazy, because imagine if it is Arkham that head to the finals.
The rematch time.
Yeah. The stakes are high on that one.
Jordan Morris.
I mean, regardless, though, this is a huge high-stakes matchup for both of these teams. They already know who they're going to face at WrestleMania. But that begs the question of who will it be, though? We started this tournament with 16 tag teams, and we are already down to 3. One of them already pretty much guaranteed in the final. The other 2, though, they are about to compete here tonight. About to determine who is going to make history. As this team is also one of the popular favorites to win this entire tournament. They are very nice. They are very evil. It is Hookhausen, ready for this semifinal.
And their opponents,
I like the contrast.
combined weight of 371 pounds.
I mean the contrast.
Contrast of the two.
Just 2 completely unique characters, 2 completely different styles of wrestling here. But I think that's what really makes them stand out from the rest of the field, though, because Danhausen, he loves to go at it in the ring, and then you got Hook, who just loves to inflict as much pain as possible. And I mean, what a story it's been for Hook, though. I mean, to go from, you know, being in that Blade brand at WrestleMania last year when he feuded with Cars 3. I mean, regardless, every single one of these 2 teams have some history with Cars 3 throughout the course of their careers. Here we go, the bell rings, the match is underway. We're about to see who's going to fight Cars 3 next week. As immediately it's a collar and elbow tie-up between these 2 in the corner. Right now, you see just, they're kind of being weary right now. They don't want to, you know, do too much here, especially since it's this early. They don't want to mess anything up right now. But it seems like Hook already did. Mosen's got him up on their shoulders, but instead Hook sets up a DDT, though.
Already not looking good for Mosen.
Yeah. But then again, it's like, this is Arkham we're talking about. They're a team that, you know, a lot of people, they've managed to just shock a lot of people throughout their time. Hook is a technician, but so is Mosen in his own accord. As I was mentioning before about Hook, he was affiliated with the Blade brand when he was with Cole Quinn and Baron Blade last year at WrestleMania. They had that classic feud with Cars 3. And ever since he really dissociated himself with them, he's teamed with Danhausen, or feuded against the Blade brand, and now Hookhausen have definitely made a pretty great allegiance for one another, which has led them to this point of the tournament. And the culmination of it could pay off when they head to the finals, as Mosen going in and just absolutely clocking him on the back of the head. We're getting him up to his feet once again. Hook going for that attack on the arm. We're going for a reverse DDT, though, but instead just kind of spiked Mosen onto the mat. Makes the tag to Danhausen as he enters the matchup. And then you got Mosen in Arizona, who also they've had a pretty interesting 2022, because they went at one point where they literally could never win a match for the life of them. They absolutely sucked. They were one of the worst tag teams. And then it was that summer that everything really changed for them. They ended up...
They got their first win.
Yeah. Ended up gaining momentum, ended up defeating Cars 3 and won the tag team titles. And now Mosen and Arizona go on and basically could head to the final of this tournament. Right now they're in the semis, so both of these teams have a lot of story in one another, and both of them want this one spot that they have in the final. Right now, Danhausen, though, attacking the arm of Mosen. He gets right back up to his feet. Kick to the gut, though. Here we go, Danhausen in trouble as Mosen going to spike his head onto the mat. That looked nasty. And now, wait a second. Mosen setting up for a submission hold. Wait a second. If he makes Danhausen tap out here, we got Arkham in the finals.
Oh, my God.
Danhausen struggling to escape this. Is he going to tap out, though? Oh, wait a second. He gets out of it just in time. Kick to the back. Trying to compose himself really quick. Danhausen kind of panicked there for a split second. He knew that Mosen applies that Dragon Sleeper just out of nowhere. You really don't expect it, which makes Mosen such a dangerous competitor when you're in the ring with him. And you see Arizona desperate for the hot tag, but he can't get there in time. Irish whips him back into the blue corner, and now Danhausen is just looking to get some stomps onto Mosen. They're just jumping this man right now in the corner.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Hook's going to take a turn at him, though. They know that Golden Mosen is going to be a big threat to this team. And they're just absolutely beating the shit out of this guy. They're absolutely beating the shit out of him. Here we go. Now throws Hook into the baseball drop kick onto Golden Mosen. Great tag team precision, great chemistry by these two as Arizona breaks up the count in time. Oh, wait a second. Hook tried to go for that. He tried to go for that, I guess that enziguri, but Arizona moved out of it just in time. And now Mosen, uppercut to Hook. Maybe setting it up here. Nope, wait, it seems like Mosen's got something else in mind as he wrenches him to the mat. And we see Mosen trying to get this crowd hyped up. And now Mosen, comeback sequence onto Hook. This could be the opportunity that he needs to shock the world here and defeat Hookhausen and eliminate them from this tournament. It seems like Mosen's got something else in mind. Instead, he's going to maintain the target on the arm here onto the cold-hearted, handsome devil Hook. And if anything, he would love nothing more than to just make Hook tap out, knowing that Hook is the technician of his team. Mosen continuing to maintain that pressure. Inflicting everything he can. Wait a second, he's got a spike. Hook's head onto the mat, and he got him. Getting him back up. This could be the moment, the opportunity that Mosen needs to win this thing. Irish whip into the ropes, and he plants him down onto the mat. Hook is in trouble, though. Danhausen, desperate for the tag. He gets the hot tag in, but now here comes Danhausen. It doesn't seem like Arizona got tagged out. Seems like Mosen still remained in this thing. And Danhausen bringing the fight to Mosen. Oh, but a crucifix there onto the mat. I believe it was a crucifix. Danhausen in trouble here. He already got applied with that Dragon Sleeper earlier in the matchup. Just barely escaped it. And if he gets applied in it again, I don't think he's going to get out of it this time around. We go Danhausen with that strong attack onto Mosen. Arizona desperate for the tag. He wants to get in this. But Danhausen still maintaining the pressure on him. Hook knocked out on the outside. Danhausen, the only man left remaining in this thing from his team so far. Mosen, Irish whip into the corner as he's got Danhausen stunned, and instead Danhausen goes for that back elbow. Kick to the side though, and now Mosen sets up for a single leg Boston Crab, and Danhausen's in trouble if he taps out here. We've got Arkham in the finals of the World Tag League. Is Danhausen going to give up like this? And it doesn't seem like he is just yet. If at all, punch to the back of Mosen, and Danhausen realizes that he's in the deep water of this matchup. No more fun and games now. It's all about business. As now Mosen, Danhausen fighting on the outside. If this thing ends in a double countout, we know that the match will be a triple threat for the final. And right now, oh my God, though, just hit him with the spear of the barricade.
So the barricade is crazy.
The barricade, oh my God.
The barricade.
He put him through there so viciously that the logo on the barricade just disappeared. Absolutely disintegrated. And now Mosen is just getting absolutely beat up, though, by Danhausen.
Just really cheap paints.
Referee's at a 6 count. These two have got to get back inside the ring. They do not want to finish this matchup off like this. But wait a second, Arizona putting his hands, though, onto Danhausen.
I mean, it's legal, I guess.
True. Here we go. Oh, my God, though. Wait a second. Oh, my God.
He's not risking
Golden Mosen is about to head to the finals of the World Tag League like this. Danhausen unable to make it to the ring, and Arkham head to face Cars 3 at WrestleMania.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Mosen did here. No sympathy whatsoever for Danhausen. Mosen and Arizona did not care about how this matchup ended as long as they had that secured WrestleMania match. But if
I don't think
anything, on the other
Danhausen and,
I feel
Hope are
like
gonna be
this
very
final is
happy
going to
about
be good, though, because you got
Yeah.
Cars 3, who are still very vengeful that they lost to Arkham and lost the tag titles to them a couple of months ago. And then you got this new attitude in Mosin and Arizona where all they care about is winning. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day for them, as they punch their ticket to WrestleMania. And if anything, if you're CJ Mack and Maximus Nightmare, you're going to be watching this finals matchup very closely, as they will be defending the titles against the winners of Cars 3 and Arkham. But I feel like in this case, the advantage is more for the tag team champions, because they're going to be taking on a team that are going to absolutely just try to kill one another the night before. But of course, congratulations to Mosin and Arizona, who head to fight Cars 3 in the final. Oh, wait a second. Well, it seems like Nibacat has some words to say here tonight. It doesn't seem like Nibacat was supposed to be part of our originally scheduled match card for tonight, but of course we knew of what happened last week when they were supposed to take on Leo the dog. They got attacked by Bana the cat, and let's see what's on Nibacat's mind here. There we go. Nibacat, though, I don't think they should be happy over what happened last week. I'm out here because we have a crisis on our hands. It's a personal crisis, really, because all of a sudden I'm a target, apparently. What kind of man would I be if I didn't try to fight back or fire back? Nibacat's not a guy, though.
Yeah.
There's someone on the roster. I'm just not sure what this guy's problem is. Maybe he thinks he's some kind of pushover. Like, I'll just roll over and play sit or run back into the locker room crying. This guy obviously doesn't know who he's messing with. That I'll be happy to show him anytime. True. This is the end of the line for this guy. He could have walked away and I'd let it all go, but he keeps pushing me and rocking my boat, and he's got my attention. Leo the dog, I'm asking that you come out here right now and answer every single question that's in my head right now. I don't know what the fuck happened with you. But they just need to communicate this properly, though.
My brother in Christ, you turned on him.
My brother in Christ, you turned on him. Yeah, well, Leo did. Nibacat is the one that's left confused, because they don't really know what happened in this instance. Then again, they lost every single match, but was that really worth Leo just kind of separating this team? But it doesn't seem like it bothers him.
Wasn't it Nibacat that separated the two by beating up Leo?
No. Leo's the one that beat up Nibacat.
No.
He's the one that backstabbed him. But it doesn't seem like Leo is even... doesn't seem like that relationship, that friendship that they had with one another as Cat Dog even matters to him anymore. He's pretty much just aligned himself with Bana the cat.
Maybe he wouldn't have this attitude if you fed him.
True. Like, quite literally. Quiet, everybody. Shut the hell up. You in the ring, you in the audience. Everyone shut the hell up. The king has arrived. Oh my god. That's a new dialogue. I kind of wish you didn't come out here, because the beating I'm going to lay on you is going to embarrass you, your family, and relatives who aren't even born yet. I don't like embarrassing people that badly, but in this case, I'm going to enjoy it. I can tell by your reaction that I'm the last animal you expected to come out here. I can also tell that you're damn sure scared to death of me. But that's okay. If I were you, I'd be shaking in my boots too, because when I come out here, people get hurt. And I'm out here right now. I was about to get that bite of 87. I'm not scared of you. I don't know why you're out here, but I would appreciate it if you treated me with a little respect. There's no reason to get violent like you did. Just turn around and go back to the locker room. Or your cage, or your leash. Or whatever they keep animals like you. My brother in Christ, you are an animal as well. You gotta be one of the most stilted, one-dimensional superstars I've ever seen. Do you have any original thoughts? Are you capable of that? Or can you only do simple things like walk, talk, and eat and fight? Are you even human?
Literally what you do.
They're not human. Do you even bleed?
That's literally what dogs do.
Maybe we should find out. What is he trying to imply here? That he's gonna bite the shit out of him?
Walk, talk.
I'm not gonna face you tonight. Why? Because I don't want to. I earned the right to face who I want when I want. And I don't sweat small timers. I'll beat you when I'm good and ready, and not before. Basically wants enough time to prepare. Sounds like you're looking for a fight, but I'm not convinced. I can understand that. If I were in your boots, I wouldn't want to face me either. The problem is you already know you can't beat me, so why bother trying? But it's too late for that. We're going to have a match, and I'm going to win. That's the harsh reality that you need to face. Oh my God. Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to take this little outburst of yours and chalk it up to a momentary lapse of reason. It happens to the best of us. However, I would like to suggest that in the future, you think before you act. And maybe put your goddamn leash on. I hope you know what you started here, because when I come for you, it's not just going to be in this ring. It's going to be backstage, in the parking lot, at the hotel, in your head. I'm going to be all over you, and it's never going to end. Leo the dog basically letting him know, I do not fear you at all. If anything, you a little bitch. My goodness. Issuing the challenge though, but that begs the question, when would it be? As Nibacat and Leo, this is far beyond what they originally had as a friendship though in Cat Dog. And here we go, coming up next, it is our second annual WrestleMania Battle Royale. Of course, this is not taking place at WrestleMania, though, this time around. We know Arizona won it last year, but tonight it is between me 6, Mackenzie, Chester the Janitor, Curry, Shizu, Bifeweeder, Wallet, and John Economy. One of these men will get a future opportunity at the Internet Championship. Let's find out who's going to win this year's Battle Royale and who's going to get that title match. Here we go, our bell rings, and immediately we're already getting started here with the action for our WrestleMania Battle Royale. There's already so much happening right now. The fact that Shizu and Me 6 is in this match, oh boy. And wait a second, wait a minute, what is Curry doing over there? Curry's trying to eliminate his tag team partner.
He's just playing around.
He's doing a little tomfoolery right now.
Doing a little tomfoolery.
Of course, this is a huge opportunity for competitors that have never really had a championship opportunity, who have never held title gold, such as Wallet, and Chester the Janitor.
Wallet's held, right?
Oh, wait, no, and I mean, just basically Chester the Janitor. Well, I guess the Internet title. Only other former Internet champions here are John Economy, Shizu, and then Curry. And right now, Bifeweeder. Oh, wait, no, and then, Bifeweeder was the U.S. title holder.
And Wallet.
Oh, yeah, Wallet, too.
Yeah, he held it for like 70 days.
Nobody remembered Wallet's title reign, though.
No, it was boring, and then he lost even X slow.
Right now, there's just absolutely so much happening all at once here. You got John Economy, who's just trying to throw hands with Me 6. I feel like in this case, Me 6 has got to be the favorite to win it. I mean, it's Me 6 we're talking about. And John Economy's in trouble. I mean, he already suffered a heartbreaking loss last week when he didn't punch his ticket to Mania, when he lost to Cole Quinn, and now John Economy is at least trying to get another opportunity at winning back the championship. In order to do so, he's got to win this tournament, which is going to be more challenging than the matchup he had with Cole Quinn.
When it comes to one-on-one competition, he's kind of on a little losing streak.
Who?
John Economy?
Yeah. And right now, John Economy is almost eliminating Me 6, and he just took him out.
Oh
John Economy eliminating Me 6 from this Battle Royale. His ass did not let that slide. I can't believe this.
Man, he's dancing. He's dancing on it.
Yep, just multiple punches, though. Bifeweeder spinning kick to Shizu. You see these two fighting over there, but now Curry, Curry's going to try to beat up an elderly man right now. Wait a second.
That's the first time.
I feel like in this case, really, it's literally all members of the colonizers. Wait a second, Chester just eliminated John Economy.
Oh,
there goes his night.
Literally all the good people are out. That's like Shizu maybe. And Jester. Can't forget
Shizu and Jester the Janitor. Okay. Jester the Janitor. And right now you got Curry just continuing to beat up the old man in Bifeweeder right now. The schizophrenic spinning kick though onto Curry. Has to go for one in the leg and a slap to the chest. Meanwhile, you got Mackenzie. Ironic that Mackenzie is the one beating up a black guy. I don't mean to be racist or anything, but it is just something Mackenzie would do. Oh, wait a second. Well, I thought Wallet had something in mind there, but I believe he's still remaining.
The old white man.
Meanwhile, Mackenzie, though, backbreaker to Wallet. And right now it's just down between 6 men right here. If you're Cole, Quinn, or Roy, you're watching this matchup very closely as the winner out of this Battle Royale would challenge either one of those 2 men in the future for the internet title.
Guy.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, but there goes Shizu to the outside.
Okay, Chester the janitor.
Chester's already got 2 eliminations in this match. Oh, wait a second. Macken's eliminating Bytheweeder. And now it's down to the Colonizer brethren here. They could team up as much as they want in this matchup, but only one of them can win, though. But they really do understand that, you know, there are no friends in this match.
You know, Curry not really wanting to attack McKenz too much, just so at least one of them can get a title opportunity.
Oh, wait a second. Chester, though, reversing on Curry.
Chester, let's go, Chester.
Chester's in trouble right now. Chester's best friend in Jive Owens already has his matchup at WrestleMania. He's got his title opportunity, and Chester's trying to make a name for himself in the process.
Whoa.
Sling blade there to Curry. Meanwhile, Wallet has Mackenz stunned on the ropes over there. Could he eliminate the Latvian man right now?
Oh my goodness.
Chicago trying to hold on for Chicago, Illinois versus Latvia. Meanwhile, there goes Chester.
Oh.
And now it's just going to be the members of the Colonizers just absolutely beating the crap out of Wallet. Oh, wait a second. Now Curry's starting to realize it. Oh, wait a second. Mackenz over the top rope.
Please, Mackenz.
Curry,
a good person left in the match.
Trying to eliminate him here, but of course he did a little
Curry
trolling.
can't punch anyone for shit.
No,
how do you miss that? How do you miss hitting
They
with
both
his hands?
completely understand that they can't both win. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is this?
I don't know. They're weird.
Oh my god, he just kicked him.
They're weird.
Oh my goodness. Of course, one of these 3 men to challenge for the internet title in the future. As Mackenz and Curry are the ones that are going at one another. Meanwhile, Curry just eliminates Mackenz.
My God.
Nothing personal between those 2. And now it is Mobzilla's least favorite wrestlers. Oh, wait a second. Wallet, though, capitalizing as he punched internet title opportunity. Wallet, the winner of this year's WrestleMania Battle Royale. And it's crazy because Arizona, when Arizona won the Battle Royale last year, look what ended up happening to his career later on.
Yeah.
Wallet's trying to do the same thing. Can you imagine Wallet's like the world champion by the end of the year?
I would cry.
Of course, Wallet very ecstatic tonight as he wins the Battle Royale here on Revolt, which means that Cole, Quinn, and Roy will be basically awaiting Wallet in the future. That begs the question, though, who would be the internet champion walking out of WrestleMania? Big win for Wallet as he is this year's WrestleMania Battle Royale winner. Here we go. Coming up next, though, it is our main event, but it's also going to be the main event of WrestleMania next week on Saturday. In that matchup, it'll be a triple threat, though, but tonight it is 1-on-1. It is Mr. Break the Bank who has announced that he will be cashing in at WrestleMania, which meant that he basically just punched his ticket to WrestleMania and got that opportunity. But the Apple, on the other hand, the winner of the Royal Rumble matchup, feels like Jive Owens should not be in this thing. Feels like he should be facing Mobzilla one-on-one. But let's see both of these 2 men fighting over a 12-year-old.
I'm glad Jive honorable man.
Jive Owens, though, I gotta give him respect, though. Like, at least he could, yeah, on one thing, like you said, he could have cashed in after the match, but the fact that he wants to really test himself.
It was a fair fight.
Yeah. Really prove his worthiness.
The Money in the Bank winner.
Yep. Well, he's held that briefcase for such a long time. Since, like, July.
Yeah.
But Jive Owens
doesn't fail like
waited. True. Yeah, Jive Owens is a smart man here. Like, I mean, he knew the risk of, you know, like, of course, that's a high risk, high reward of cashing in. Because imagine if, like, the Apple won or something, Jive Owens cashes in afterwards. And, like, what if it's, like, a 3-second squash match? Like, what is Jive Owens going to do now? But now, in this instance, he's really going to test himself. Trying to gain momentum before that World Championship matchup next week. As he takes on this being in the Apple.
Ohio. Wait. Oh, my God. Quite glad these 2 are fighting before my match.
And of
At
course, the
WrestleMania.
Apple.
Be nice.
It was originally supposed to be Mobzilla versus the Apple at WrestleMania. Of course, that was before Jive Owens announced the cash-in, and I can understand why the Apple's pissed off about it. He thought he was going to head into that matchup, destroy Mobzilla, and then
So
just
fake.
win the world title. But now he's got to
it's
worry
not real.
about Jive Owens. Jive Owens is, in the Apple's mind, probably a bigger threat than Mobzilla.
No.
So now the Apple's really got to focus on two. Oh my
Blinding
god, I got
finger.
blinded.
Oh, and the flat
He's
saying.
And if anything, I feel like in your instance, you got to focus on both of these men. You got to focus on Jive Owens, and you got to also focus on the Apple.
I mean,
Of course,
like, and now I can't just like stand outside the ring for 10 seconds and have a count out.
yeah, true. What the fuck? Yeah, Mob can't get
No,
away
it's-
with this easily.
Unless I like punch the ref or something.
True.
Then again, a lot of people do that and nothing
Yeah, and
happens, so.
if anything, the champion in a triple threat, it's a much higher risk for them because they don't even need to be pinned or submitted to lose the title. And you see,
Yeah.
Jive Owens, oh my god, though, taking a punch right at the
let's
Apple, letting him
go.
know he does not fear him at all.
Come on,
Jive
guy.
Owens, no F's given. The bell rings, the match is underway, and immediately you see Jive Owens trying to go after him, but of course the Apple just too strong and powerful. Jive Owens already trying to get into his head before WrestleMania.
Whoa!
Jesus Christ, and he gets that knee to the face. Yeah, let's not forget that
I'm glad
Jive
these
Owens.
guys are duking out.
Let's not forget that Jive Owens is the same man that ended up like taking like 12 getting like 12 pinfalls on Spewt in like the 1 hour
Oh, that was good.
Iron Man match. So if anything, Jive Owens knows how to go the distance. And
Jive
now
Owens really knows how to go the distance.
True. Jive Owens. Oh my god, though, and a powerbomb there by
Ow.
the Apple. Mobzilla doing his tape study for this matchup as the Apple and Jive Owens try to gain momentum. If anything, I feel like Mobzilla not having a match just means that he has a higher risk of having, what's it called? Ring rust.
I mean, I had a match 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Sure,
Yeah.
cover now is the sit kick out by Jive Owens, though.
Also, this is pretty good for me because if they're having a match right now, I'm good. I'm good. They're gonna be a bit tired, maybe. Might be still a bit tired from last week.
They're gonna have like a week to be able to prepare for it, though.
I know, but like, what if them hurts? One of them.
What do you say? One of
what
them
if
gets
hurt
injured, they
each other?
can't compete or
Yeah.
something? Well, what if it's Jive Owens that gets injured? You still gotta fight the Apple.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god, though. Nice
Like-
execution there by Jive Owens. Of course, two different competitors. Both of them, I guess, earning their opportunity at that main event spot for their own individual reasons. The Apple feels like Jive Owens took the cheap route by basically cashing in his contract.
I mean, he earned
Oh
that
my god, though,
opportunity.
big boot though by the Apple. Apple feels disrespected that he had to go through 29 other competitors in that Royal Rumble match, while Jive Owens pretty much just already has that golden ticket presented to him. But Jive Owens you gotta remember, Jive Owens did not win that contract. He wasn't just handed to him. He had to fight for a cover, though. Is this it? The Apple to defeat Jive Owens and a kick out, though. Still manages to remain in this fight. And like I stated, Jive Owens came into Revolt with a lot of hype, but hype was all that it was going to be. Though spinning kick, though, by Jive Owens. He had to prove himself more
Come
than
on,
anybody that he belonged to be at the top of this division. And that's exactly why he won that Break the Bank contract. And now Jive Owens setting up the Apple. He's got him
He's
up
gonna
on his
beat the
shoulders.
Apple.
Can you imagine? Oh my god, he's about to defeat the Apple here. About to hand him his first
God.
loss of the year. Cover. Jive Owens looking to gain momentum before WrestleMania. And a kick out, though, by the
kicked
Apple.
out.
This matchup's already good, and it's not even for the world title. These two are going to go absolutely all out for that match. Knowing that the stakes are high, knowing that they're main eventing WrestleMania. Irish whips the Apple to the corner and then gets him with that clothesline.
I mean, the winner of this match kind of not really is a prediction.
Oh, wait a second.
It makes a good prediction, but oh,
Wait a second.
wow.
I mean, Jive Owens is bringing a hell of a fight to the Apple, though. If anything, I mean, the Apple, I feel like he had a lot more momentum if this would have just been a one-on-one. But the fact that Jive Owens is in this thing now, you got two competitors who could just gang up on the Apple. Like,
I mean,
if
it's
anything,
really anyone's match.
yeah, the Apple's threat in that matchup basically just got lowered now. Because it could just be you and Jive Owens jumping him the whole time, and it's just a one-on-one at that point. And that,
Yeah, but
for anybody else, you would want to go for that strategy.
I said some mean things to him on the internet, so...
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
it's very clearly hacked.
You literally did. Here we go, though. Take
Literally
down
hacked.
to the Apple. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing here right now. And you see Apple going for the knees of Jive Owens. Jive Owens trying to go for the punch, though, and he just knocked out the Apple.
Come on,
Cover.
Jive,
Is this it? Jive Owens, is he about to gain some momentum before WrestleMania? And a kick out, though, by the Apple.
Just
What a main
by
event
like a
so far.
couple...
And it doesn't seem like Jive Owens is done just yet. He's got... Oh, wait a second.
Picks him up. Oh, my God.
He tried to go for the KOD again, but the Apple reversing this time into the big boot.
Oh,
and I
Jive.
think Jive Owens' night is done here.
Jive is not doing good. Oh,
Shit,
never
you
mind.
think?
Oh, I thought he was kicking him.
And I think the Apple is done playing games. He started to realize what Jive Owens is made of. But now,
The Apple
looking to
shrugged all the
set
moves
Jive
off like
Owens
it
as
was
an
nothing.
example, letting him know that this will be Mobzilla's fate at WrestleMania.
It won't be.
Either I will pin him or Jive Owens. Cover is this. Oh my God,
Oh
Jive Owens
my
is still kicking
God.
out. If anything, this should be the main event of WrestleMania. What the fuck?
no,
Why does
no,
Mob
no.
have to be included? If anything,
From the
Mob's
world
third wheeling. No, Mob's third wheeling. Here we go, the Apple setting up for another powerbomb. Jive Owens is just continuously
my God.
reversing. This has got to be one of the best Revolt main events we've seen in a long time. Cover. Is this it? Jive Owens to get a quick pinfall and a kick out though by the Apple.
So slow. It took him a solid like 2 counts.
Well, he gets beat up all the time, so. We'll go for that cover here. Is this it? Jive Owens to get a victory here on the Apple. And another kick out. Just roll up after roll up between these two. Absolutely refusing to quit right now. And like I stated, if they are willing to go the extra mile in this matchup. Oh my God, they'll spike the Apple's head onto that goddamn apron, the hardest part of the ring. I'm surprised it took like this long into the show for me to say that. Like I stated, if they are really going the distance for this thing, can you only imagine what they're going to do to each other at WrestleMania? Slapped there by the Apple, but Jive Owens is countering. He's still fighting. And now chucks the Apple around the announce table. Wait a second. What the fuck?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Jive Owens just hit the back of his leg on that barricade. Did you see that? Holy Jesus.
And
And if anything, I don't even think the Apple cares about winning this match. He just wants to just inflict so much damage onto Jive Owens as possible. Just absolutely destroying him right now. And the Apple should just leave him down on the mat. Referee's at a 9 count. Can these two make it back into the ring? And they do, though. But it was enough for the Apple to take advantage of the distraction as he continues on Jive Owens here.
I think that's it. I don't know
Definitely
if Jive's going to get up.
You see the Apple holding onto his head there. Maybe doesn't want to risk it
I
being a
think
concussion.
Jive threw him into the barricade.
Yeah. Threw him in, no, that was the Apple that threw Jive Owens in the barricade.
No, Jive threw the Apple into the barricade.
Oh, yeah,
but then
true. Wait
the
a
Apple
second.
picked
Jive
up
Owens trying to go for a
and
kick there, but he was too far away. And now letting him know that you better try harder than that. Tired
you
of
don't want to
playing
get
games
in a
here.
hand-to-hand combat situation with the Apple.
Yeah, true. You do not want to get in a sparring fight with the Apple. As he's setting him up. Oh my God, though. Jesus Christ.
That's the way of using your head.
Just knocked him out. Yeah, I thought he had a concussion and he just used it to basically knock out Jive Owens here. As the Apple gains some momentum before WrestleMania. Now I feel like Jive Owens, maybe his confidence heading into that triple threat may not be the highest right now. But he definitely brought a hell of a fight to the Apple. Now we do know that Jive Owens can go that extra mile. We've been knowing that for quite some time, but if anything, Jive Owens doesn't even need to pin the Apple to win the world title. He could just pin Mobzilla. And Mobzilla now understanding the type of competitor that these two are and how they will refuse to quit. My goodness, the Apple. What a menacing sight. My God, the Apple just watching Jive Owens just dead over there in that corner. Completely unfazed by the outcome of this matchup. And we thank you for joining us, everybody. Next week's show is WrestleMania. We got Friday and we got Saturday. And of course it will be an hour behind of our regularly scheduled time slot, but of course we're going to run down the card really quickly for that show as we have both of the tournament finals that will be taking place. We do know of the final now for the Revolt World Tag League, which will be Arkham, Mosen, and Arizona set to take on CEO and Kuhn from Cars 3. But then in the Fury World Tag League final, we're still going to find out who that's going to be tomorrow night. And then, of course, we have a new matchup confirmed for that first night. It is Rufus set to go one-on-one with Dan after the events that have unfolded. And then we've got the ladder match, the 6-man ladder match for the Hardcore Championship when Paragon J. Pierce defends against Adam Needs a Username, Chad Thundercock, Even X-Flow, Colt the Bolt, and Dutch Crusader. And then the Internet title will be defended when Roy sets to put his title on the line against Colquhoun. And then the main event of that WrestleMania on Friday, the Women's World Championship, as Rain is set to defend against the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, Undyne. And then, of course, on that Saturday, the night after, the party continues as we have two new matchups that have been announced for that night. It will be Leo the Dog set to go up against Nibacat, but the stipulation is in place for a steel cage match. And then, of course, we have a 6-man tag team as Mago Libres, El Mago, Hector Flores, and Nacho, who is set to make his return as they take on Gucci, Wallet, and Steve Swift. And then we have both tag team title matches on the line. On the women's side, we got Kill la Kill, who will be set to take on the winners of the tournament winners. And then you got CJ Mack and Maximus Nightmare set to take on the winners of the Revolt World Tag League. And then the Knockouts Championship set to be defended in what is going to be a grudge match between Emma and Sickle. And then the World Championship, the main event on Saturday, Mobzilla defending against the Apple and Jive Owens. You do not want to miss that show, but of course we will know who will win the tournament final or who will head to the tournament final on the women's side tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody, and have a good one.